The headlines: Military confrontation for decades, the Iran and Israel fought via third parties proxies. However, the 12th day of war in June 2025 and the substance Operation Epic Fury in February 2026 to mark the permanent shift. The two nations now engage in the direct missile exchange and airstrikes on each other, solving oil breaking years of the strategic troubles. Second, Iran nuclear program and red lines the central issues for Israel's Iran nuclear enchantment with the collapse of Duqoyli 2025. Israel and the US have conducted targeted strikes such as those in early 2026 to dismantle the Iranian nuclear facilities, fearing that a nuclear armed Tehran would fundamentally alter the Middle East power balance. The axis of resistance, the strategy of the Iran applied to networks and the ally Israel and the Hezbollah in the Lebanon. Hamas in Gaza and the Houthis in the Yemen as the key of the how is the groups the coordinate of the ring of fire around Israel, forcing the Israel the military to confrontation the multiply simultaneously. Leadership transactions in Tehran, the death of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and the rise of Mustafa Khamenei have been introducing a period of politically volatility. The world is watching how the new leadership handles internal dissension while the manning and the active war with a technologically superpower advisory. Maritime security and the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has used to geographic positions to Tehran, the Strait of Hormuz, a checkpoint of 2020 to about 20% of world oil attack and on oil tankers and port like a Fajr in UAE in the 2026 have the case of global energy prices to spike and drawn international navies into the fray of protected trade. The role of the United States. The role of United States and the NATO. The US has been removed from a supporting role to active combat, launching joint operations with Israel. This alliance is a major flashpoint as it risks drawing in the world powers and already was the targeted NATO air defense in the countries like Turkey due to stray Iranian missiles, advanced weaponry drones versus interceptors. The war is the providing grounds to modern technology. Iran used to the mass production of spy drones and the ballistic missiles to seek to treasure and overwhelm the Iron Dome of and aero defense on Israel. The risk of the Houthis in the interceptors on the critical gases gone. Regional coalitions in the Gulf states, the Arab nations like UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan and the catch in the Middle Iran has targeted civil and economic manufacturers of the countries the punish. Them there the parasitize the agreement with the US and Israel, the threatening the stability of the entire Persian Gulf, cyber warfare and the infrastructure of the sabotage beyond physically mentally about the missiles to set aside and engage the power the missile cyber powers the warfare attacks on the times to grids and water system to try like a 2026 joint strikes on dot satellites so that the battlefield now includes the digital foundations of modern societies. 10 humanitarian and the displacement crisis, the escalation has been belied significant salvations and the civilian to about to the mass displacement about the particularly Lebanon and Iran. The Hamilton the impact of including grounded fights, standard travelers, and the internet backlouts. Blackouts have been decided to primary concurrent for the UN, international and the organizations for the seat to about that the being back to started. What do you think about this? Like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.